Your body is a water vessel. You're warmly invited to perceive the score actively and plant your interpretation of this experience into your own anatomical cartographies. You may also perceive it as an outside observer, allowing your porous subconsciousness to process it in present-future states. Perhaps you wish to close your eyes for this reading to shift your state from the dominating concept of seeing and thinking towards proprioceptive sensing. Let your visual senses rest for the duration of this score and trust your intuitive presence to guide you through this experience. Note 1. Your body is a water vessel. If we only remembered that the formation of ourselves is intertwined with our animal ancestors, namely Pikaia, a figure that was capable to exist with a spine only, without further alterations. The large amount of water that our body stores could be a constant reminder of a past state that we emerged from. Can you hear the water streaming through your organs, your bloodstream, your tissue? In this past water animal state, our spine was our primary guide, instinctively leading us through the waves towards the land, up on furry feet that walked into the concrete-covered cities, losing parts of our instincts eventually. Our anthropocentric landscapes are impacted by events that have planted interruptions in earthly and bodily cartographies, so forceful and destructive that their shattering echoes still vibrate in our bones, keeping us awake at night and letting us dream in shadow states at daytimes. When was the last time that you allowed yourself consciously to liquefy into a collective state of being, or shall we call it not being? Exercise 1. I invite you now to remember a state of being in alliance with your fellow modern human agencies, rather than sinking deep into a state of solastalgia, the feeling of being alienated from our shifting environments. Aim for a liquidation of your body guided by the sensual experience of this feeling of water pressing against our many skin levels and inner organs. Rather than focusing on your primary sense vision, try to activate your sense of interoception, our inner sense that provides us with orientation even when there's chaos outside. Take a deep breath in and an even deeper breath out and out and out and out. By focusing on your breath, imagine how its movements impact the water storage of your body. Visualize the picture of water molecules getting in touch with their immediate surrounding, consequentially animating the semi-still water to take the form of vibrations and gentle waves. These new movements may awaken memories that have laid silently in your cells, waiting to be released. Use your psychosomatic tools now to activate the water within your body and turn them into waves. The waves wave, but they may also break in an anatomical shore that sits in the asynchronicity of everyone's body's architectures. Note 2. With the water molecules starting to move, let those waves travel through your body until a point at which the low tide turns into an awakened rhythm. Try to internalize these waves becoming part of your body memory. Now these internalized waves may also turn into an external movement, which lets parts of your body sway from side to side. Let those waves navigate your spine, moving your body from head to toe, as if you were diving up horizontally or sideways. Use your imagination to trick your sense of interoception, liquefy not only your mind, your body, yourself, but also the space and entities that assemble around you. Exercise 2. Focus upon a specific part of your body now that you may want to fill with new energies. Imagine that this anatomical landscape is made out of a water garden. In this water garden, some weeds have grown over time, coloring the clear water blurry. With each breath that you take in, you may refresh this area. With each breath out, you may let go of the old memories that have assembled here over time, imagining that you transform this inner landscape of yours. To a part of your body which stores memories that you've not articulated yet. Maybe this memory can be found in your heart region, your shoulders, hands, genitals, or the tip of your tongue. These memories may feel stiff and sticky at first, overgrown by particles of past times. Yet they may also feel fresh, warm, fluid, connected to a present situation. By focusing on one specific region of your body which may feel stiff, stagnated, abundant, or traumatized, try to apply the previously internalized microwaves, imagining how the water molecules within your cells start to vibrate. Consider the emotions and feelings that come up within as part of the liquidation process. You can decide how these feelings and emotions are handled or sculpted. It could be imaginary or through a physical movement. Perhaps a gesture of your hand, a sound of your vocals. Spend those next few minutes articulating such imaginary or physical sculptures. Waves are waving waves. free. The skin does not constitute a solid line of separation between the inside and outside world, but rather is porous and amorphous. I'd like to invite you now to find your way back into your own skin. You may think that you are and have always been located in your skin, that there's no self without a skin. But specifically then, we must ask ourselves how far we have moved away from our protective armor, hence outside of ourselves, to exist in a projected version of our so-called self, entangled in reflections of past states. Try to imagine a very sculpture that forms yourself. Try to move away from the anatomical framework that branded our perception of self and allow this image to take another form. It may be a hybrid, it may be a spectrum of colors, it may be a sound or a gut feeling. It may be an entirely different language that cannot be translated into words. Exercise free. To further reconnect with your skin, you can gently touch a part of your body which defines the border of what we may perceive as our anatomical selves. Perhaps you want to grasp your arm, stroke your leg, or pull your ear. Remember that the restraining thoughts that may come up now are merely clouds that travel through your mind into a vast sea of nothingness. Social body. The contours of our body can never be taken for granted as biological givens. Our bodily boundary is subject to a continuous process of coding and decoding, like any other material that is designed on the basis of molecular structures. Translations of the cells of our dermis start to take shape with every space and time we travel through, taking up new letters, absorbing new sound waves, and exchanging information through its very porous characteristics. Our liquid membranes are in a constant process of form finding and form losing, a liquidation of self that untangles the urge of human matter to control, to shape, form, and predict. Picture the very chaos that constitutes yourself and allow this uncontrollable chaos to form its own order. A self that is in a constant limbo, yet usually knows where to go, what to do, when to blink, when to crack, and when to rise again. Exercise 4. Our bodies are social. There is no such thing as a singular human entity that is capable to exist without its surrounding human and more than human agencies. Expand this very cartography of yourself now and reach out your limbs with eyes closed into the space surrounding you. Perhaps you will bump into another surface, a limb or particle that belongs to another entity. Rather than perceiving this as an alien, disembodied part, imagine it to be an extended version of your social body. Exchange with this other form beyond the visual and verbal language. Slowly come to a still stand and return to your personal body landscape. Closure. At the end of this practice, take a moment to reflect which pictures came up in your mind, which sensations you've experienced. Have you encountered a state of a water creature within the designed form of being human? Has a particle tickled you while waving through your skin, originating from another agency that shares the space with you? Before you open your eyes again, you may want to reflect for some moments on sensations and images, words or feelings that came up within this process. And if you feel that you would like to share them, this is the time and space to do so. You may want to articulate your thoughts. You may want to imagine them, whisper them, or swallow it up to feed your organs with a rush of new ideas and provoke a shift of energies. Whatever you may do, do what feels right to you.
Thank you.